Chicky! Hey, Chicky! Come on, Chicky! So this garden fence that we're taking down, that we were keeping our grapes and our blueberries in their pots in the ground just to overwinter them until we could plant them this spring. This was already here, that it was installed by the previous owner, and it was like a raised garden bed, and this is too small to really meet our needs now, so we're just taking all this down. But we probably won't get the hazelnut trees moved today that are in that raised bed, so we're gonna just like put some temporary fencing around it. Probably just some of this stuff we'll put around that to protect it until we can get those moved. The dirt pile that we're moving into the garden was basically just topsoil that we stripped off when we were building the equipment shed, and obviously we didn't want to just toss it and lose all that good soil. And we're just dumping it in this garden site because when we took those raised beds out of that garden, basically it was just all clay underneath. The chickens are just crazy. They have absolutely no fear of the tractor. You could just run them over.
They actually make something that you can do with metal T-post, that you can do a bracing system. So you could come out here if you needed to and drive a T-post with the fence already there, and then it has like a bracketing system. You can come off that post with a T-post down to that one, to the bottom of it, and brace with that. So we had, you know what I mean, if you decide later, it's like, man,
It's
that
leaning,
post is leaning.
yeah.
But I don't think so, because it's still going to be braced
Right there.
to the gate post.
Right.
And I mean, the gate post is going to be top to the bottom here, but you could go with an X. You could go with the top down to the bottom of that, and it would brace it going this way as well. So I think we'll just do that.
All right.
You gonna try that paint?
Yeah, that ain't what you wanted, is it? You better wipe your beak off. It's gonna be green now.
Quit eating paint, Rue. That's not organic chicken.
Okay, we've got all the fence posts marked out for this side of the garden fence, and that is going to include Rue. The rooster is so inappropriate on camera. That is going to include a 12-foot gate for our tractor access, and then down here we're going to be putting in a 4-foot gate right in this area right here. And then the 12-foot gate will be way up there where there's pavement. So it's pretty good. Makes me a little bit nervous because there's actually one of the wooden posts that we're going to auger. Glenn is switching out implements right now, taking the tiller off and putting the auger on. But the location of one of these posts is really close to the underground power that we have running through here. Basically, the underground power is running just to this side of the line you see here. And that dot is where we have to auger for the post. It does make me a little nervous.
I just don't like this one.
We just hit underground power, and no, it is not the main line coming into the house. This is actually another line that runs to our storage building and to our shed. We didn't exactly know where this power line was at underground, so luckily we did have the power turned off and it wasn't energized. But the line is actually really shallow in the ground. It's a huge hazard. It's just as well that we know where it is because we would have gotten into it with the tiller. So now we have another big project ahead of us. It's always something.